Hello. So everybody's been presenting for a long time, and if everybody wants to stand up real quick, maybe move around a bit, because I know that I'm getting tired, even though I'm really interested in what my classmates have to say. We do this a lot in class, and just get up, move our body, bend down, do whatever you need to. Yeah, no problem. Take your time. You're good. Okay. So I recently read an academic journal written by Carolyn and Scott Parrott about mental illness and them interviewing people who struggle with mental illness. And one interview that they did that really stood out to me was this man named Andrew. And he was just like us. He had a job as a lawyer. He had lots of healthy and nice relationships within his life. He had a wife. And then his life was dramatically changed when he was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder. I want to inform you all about why mental illness is a major problem within our society and how I want to fix this. So first, I'm going to be talking about why it's a major problem in our society. Then I'm going to be talking about what is happening to cause this. And then finally, I want us to figure out what we can do to change this problem. So first off, before I talk about all this, I want to define mental illness. I found the definition from National Alacare on mental illness, and mental illness is defined as a disorder in which affects behavior, mood, and thinking. And as an effect of these symptoms, people often lose their jobs because they can't perform at the usual abilities that they used to be able to. And they lose their jobs, and then they lose their relationships because they can't keep those relationships up anymore. And then sometimes they end up on the streets. Now, we usually tend to look at mental illness, so we usually see people on the streets, and we kind of look away because we can't connect to those people, and we don't understand what's going on. And so it's easier to look away from the problem than actually look at it and face it, and then try to see what we can do to change it. Nearly 50% of adults in the US develop mental illness. That's big. And this is a major problem that I want to address, because people with mental illness are often stereotyped, and we create these walls around us in lots of different situations, but especially with mental illness. And those walls help us from connecting with those people. Also, I believe that we don't take into account mental illness as much as we do physical illness. And I'm going to illustrate this by a rock, which I did not prepare for. So I have this rock here, and it's pretty heavy, like life, you know? Life's really heavy. And this rock, it has lots of scratches on it, and you can see that. You can see how life's banged it up. And you can see those scratches, and you can kind of use sandpaper, kind of level them out, make them nice and shiny. But on the inside, do you know what's happening? We don't. We don't know if there are cracks in there. We don't know if somebody's hurting in there. We don't know what's going on in there. And so I think that what we need to do is we need to realize that, and we need to do something about it. So what can we do to help these people? I hope that we can, first, when anybody is diagnosed with mental illness, that right away we solve the problem and we get them the help that they need and they deserve to be a part of our community. And I want to be able to create environments with all around our country where people who with mental illnesses can come and they are taught and they are brought in with open arms so that they can be a part of their community actively. Andrew, I told you the story about Andrew. He was able to find one of these organizations, and after 11 years of having a really great support system, he is getting better. Now we can't completely fix mental illness. It's still going to be there, but we can help, and we can help guide people through. Just like we help people guide people through physical illness and other illnesses every single day. So just a recap. We learned about what mental illness is, why, what causes the stereotypes and problems in our society, and what we can do to fix this problem. I want to fix this problem, but I can't do it alone. So as Christine Ronaldo once said, I can't just change the world. You can't just change the world. But we can all try. Thank you.